Hi, Jack.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, it's a great day, and it's a
Great.
night in Singapore, so it's a bit dark here.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
I should clarify for our viewers that Jack Shaw is coming to us from Singapore, and I'm here in North Carolina. And Jack, I'm so excited to interview you today about the International Actuaries Day that is coming up next month. And so it's very fun to talk to you. And I would love to hear a little bit about so you're in Singapore, and I understand you have a startup, which sounds really exciting. So I was wondering if you could tell me, first of all, a little bit about how you kind of found your way to be an actuary. What attracted you to that, and how did you decide to do a startup?
Oh, yeah, I would say I came from a bit diverse background, so I studied math and economics in school. So then on the way there, I find that actuarial as a profession and the insurance industry is a very good areas for such students to join with a combined background in a bit of business, finance, economics, and mathematics.
Mhm.
So, I mean, personally, except for the insurance studies, I am also very excited in technologies. So, study a lot of programming and relevant stuff. So, after a few years in a traditional company, so I decided that insurtech is the next thing. So, I would say, most actuaries will probably find it too tiring after passing out the exams. But for us actuaries, our career, our studies never stops at the moment we pass all the actuarial exams, right? So, after passing the exam, I find that probably insurtech is the next thing. And if you compare Asia to rest of the world, to
Yeah,
some extent, Asia is developing much faster in insurtech
yes.
and like breeding ideas and converting ideas to a product. So I joined a startup. And I would say I'm very lucky that a startup can last for 5 years. Most of them die in 1 year, and only like 10% or less can survive after so many years.
Well, Jack, I think doing
Yeah.
a startup convinces me you're a risk taker, not just a person who understands risks. So I think that's exciting.
Yeah.
So tell me about your interest on your work on an international basis. I know Singapore represents a lot of different cultures all in one really powerful city.
Yeah. So I would say, Singapore is a very good place where you have a diverse background from people joining all over the world. I would say we got colleagues coming from, I would say, Asia and Europe and other countries. And of course, my company, Igloo, is a startup, is like a regional startup. So we got an office in most major economies in Southeast Asia. So I talked to different colleagues from all over the region. Even picking up a bit of local language, like Indonesia is one of our larger markets, so I'm kind of learning Bahasa on the way. Yeah.
Wonderful. So what do you find most inspiring about International Actuaries Day?
I would say International Actuary Day is a very exciting event. Especially for actuaries in Asia. I would say most people view Southeast Asia as like a one region in or one region of the world, but actually all the countries are very different. And except for Singapore, probably Singapore is slightly better in terms of education, and especially English background education that people are more exposed to the world. But when we talk to our colleagues in other countries, like even in Philippines and Thailand, Malaysia and Indonesia, all these are very big countries. But the actuaries in those countries are not so exposed to the international actuarial committees and to the international standards. So I would say getting people and getting the insurance industry in those countries better exposure to the International Actuarial Day and actuarial societies and events will help the whole region to develop better.
Lovely. Well, great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for your time this morning and telling us a little bit about your journey to being an actuary in a startup and also an actuary in Singapore. It's been lovely talking to you. Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, have a good day.
Thank you.